Building an edge AI inference marketplace for Google Cloud. This is a sophisticated infrastructure play that positions you at the intersection of cloud computing, edge AI, and developer platforms. Here's how to structure and execute this business. Business model architecture. Your core value proposition is solving the last-mile problem in AI deployment. While Google Cloud provides the infrastructure, there's a significant gap in tooling that makes edge deployment accessible to mid-market companies and developers. You're essentially building middleware that abstracts complexity while sitting on top of Google's infrastructure. The marketplace model works because you're creating a two-sided platform. On one side, businesses need edge inference capabilities without managing infrastructure complexity. On the other, you're aggregating demand that makes Google's TPU infrastructure more efficient and profitable. Your transaction fees come from the spread between wholesale TPU access and retail pricing, plus value-added services like auto-scaling, traffic management, and optimization. Technical foundation requirements. You'll need to build 3 core technical layers. First, an orchestration layer that manages TPU allocation, load balancing, and failover across Google's distributed infrastructure. This requires deep integration with Google Cloud's APIs and likely custom tooling for resource optimization. Second, a developer experience layer that includes SDKs, deployment pipelines, model optimization tools, and monitoring dashboards. Think of this as your moat. The easier you make deployment, the stickier your platform becomes. You want developers to be able to deploy a model to edge devices with minimal configuration. Third, an edge coordination layer that handles the actual inference requests, routing them intelligently based on latency requirements, device capabilities, and cost optimization. This is where your auto-scaling logic lives, dynamically provisioning TPU resources based on real-time demand patterns. Path to Google partnership. The key is demonstrating customer traction that proves your platform drives incremental Google Cloud consumption. Google's partner team cares about 3 metrics: monthly recurring revenue generated on their infrastructure, number of active customers, and year-over-year growth rate. Target getting 3 reference customers spending $50,000 plus monthly on Google Cloud through your platform before approaching them for deeper partnership discussions. Consider applying for Google for Startups Cloud program, which provides $100,000 in credits and technical architecture reviews. Use this to build your MVP and initial customer base. Document everything: case studies, performance benchmarks, cost savings analyses, because these become your partnership collateral. Go-to-market strategy. Your initial target market should be companies with existing AI models struggling with edge deployment complexity. Focus on 3 verticals where edge inference is critical: IoT device manufacturers needing on-device AI, mobile app developers requiring real-time inference, and retail companies deploying computer vision at scale. The adoption curve follows a predictable pattern. Early adopters will be technically sophisticated teams at Series A, B startups who understand the value proposition immediately, but lack infrastructure resources. They'll tolerate rough edges in exchange for solving a critical problem. Use them to refine your platform and develop case studies. Competitive positioning. Your competitive landscape includes AWS Lambda, Azure Edge, and emerging edge AI platforms. Your differentiation comes from Google-specific optimizations, TPU expertise, and developer experience quality. Don't compete on breadth, compete on depth of Google integration and edge inference performance. Position against hyperscalers by emphasizing specialization. You're not trying to be another cloud provider. You're the expert layer that makes Google's infrastructure accessible for a specific use case. Against other middleware providers, your advantage is tight Google partnership and technical depth in TPU optimization. Capital and resource requirements. Initial capital needs break down into 3 buckets. Technical infrastructure requires $200,000 to $400,000 to build your MVP, covering engineering salaries, cloud credits, and development tools. Go-to-market needs $150,000 to $300,000 for initial sales/marketing, including conference presence and content marketing. Operations require $100,000 to $200,000 for legal, compliance, accounting, and general administrative expenses. Plan for 12 to 18 months of runway before reaching cash flow positive. Your first year focuses on building and validating product market fit with 5 to 10 paying customers. Year 2 scales to $2 to $5 million ARR with 30 to 50 customers. This trajectory makes you attractive for series of funding while demonstrating sustainable unit economics. Critical success factors. 3 things will determine success or failure. First, technical excellence in optimization. Your platform needs to demonstrably reduce inference latency and cost compared to alternatives. Measure and publish benchmarks obsessively. Second, developer experience quality. Adoption depends on how quickly developers can get from idea to production. Third, Google relationship management. You need them seeing you as a growth driver, not a competitor or commodity reseller. The business works because you're solving real pain while aligning incentives across the value chain. Developers get simpler deployment, Google gets more infrastructure consumption, and customers get better performance, and you capture value by orchestrating these interactions efficiently.